Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I'm Anonymous2099. So here are some Mortal Kombat figures. This is going to be a faster review. Not as in-depth as I usually would do, just kind of generally talking about them. So I got 3 of the Mortal Kombat figures from the Great Mcfarlane line. Of course, I do have Spawn. He's supposed to be coming, but I don't know what's happening with it anymore. I pre-ordered it, I paid for it, I know I did. And it just looks like it's not coming anytime soon. I hope it comes before October. I want to do some Spawn stop motions before then. Um, yeah, I'd like to do a Spawn series actually. But anyway, let's talk about Mortal Kombat. So, it is by one of my favorite toy companies right now because they've been doing really good jobs with DC and with game figures. So I thought I'd give these guys a try. Now, SubZero and Scorpion are somewhat old, so I did not expect the same level that we get today with Johnny Silverhand and V. I was expecting Raiden to be quite good. And honestly, I gotta say, these all 3 are really good. They kind of cemented in stone what I like about Mcfarlane because I prefer articulation, but I don't want so much. I want to get poses that I like, and if I can't get poses that I don't like, I'm of course fine with it. But I always understand with fabric, or with rubber, how it's supposed to look, how easily this sculpt can be broken up. Especially since these guys, they can't have a torso, any articulation up there, because it just won't work because of the robe. Raiden, of course, doesn't really suffer from that problem, but he does have a pretty long skirt, so that kind of does have its problem too. I think, honestly, Raiden is my middle favorite. I like him, but I think that he could have been expanded more, and of course, I'm not a huge fan of this version of him, this suit. I loved him in Mortal Kombat 11, but I wasn't a huge fan of the suit, even so. It felt very off of Raiden, even though he's angry. I feel it should have been white with red accents instead of blue on his traditional uniform. But then again, this was sort of like a raggedy one. Scorpion looks really nice. My problem is his swords did break when I put them in his holder, so I had to super glue them in, and that just kind of wore him down. But then again, I was never gonna pose him with his swords. I was just gonna have him with the "get over here" thing. And then SubZero is definitely my favorite of the 3. I think that if I had to rank them, it would go SubZero, Raiden, Scorpion, and mainly because of the swords. Even then, I think that these are all great figures. I do find it weird how, SubZero comes with a huge, memorable fatality, the neck and spine, being ripped out of somebody. Raiden, I do understand that because he does kind of make a giant lightning dragon, so I am fine that he just has lightning, because you can still get somewhat of a fatality with that. But one of the most famous fatalities ever for Scorpion is a skull head. I feel they should have just given an alternate head, which is the skull, and you could add some fire effects to it, or just a little bit of fire coming out. So that I could do photos where he's spitting fire at SubZero and melting him. Along with it, SubZero has weird neck articulation, but then again, this is the ice variant, so they needed to make it clear, so I was expecting less articulation. But honestly, with an ice figure, I'm going to talk about this in a whole video. This was fantastic. They did a good job with it. The white outline on top of the normal blue translucent works really well. That's what ice should look like. And I think they did a good job with it. That's why Iceman should have looked like that. Whenever we get one, he has either no little, what's it called? Like a little white little wash, like little lines on it, looking like it's, frozen, and then kind of more frozen on top. It's just either been all blue or all white. And then along with it, he comes with no accessories. Iceman should come with accessories. I think my favorite part about SubZero is the ice axes, because those are giant axes that's from ice, and that's what SubZero is all about. So I like that. Now, I do think that they are making a Baraka, right? And one of the ladies, I'm trying to remember who. Can't remember at this moment. And of course, there's, I think, Johnny Cage out, and then Spawn. And but yeah, I really like them. I was more inclined to buy them, I feel, because I saw this image on Mcfarlane Toys site where it's them playing ping pong, and I loved that. And I was just like, okay, I kind of need them now because of that. And I like them. I think that they all have strengths and weaknesses. Clearly, the weaknesses are kind of understandable. If it was something like, I don't know, if it was a little more like the newer ones, which are fully rubber torsos, because that's plastic underneath and then rubber on top, it probably would have worked better. But then again, those are decently old figures. And I'm talking about like before Mcfarlane was known for having some of these great licenses like Cyberpunk and you know Witcher. I'm super excited for that. Please make some good ones. They should also make some from the show. I feel they could do a good job with that. And then they just have to kind of tighten up the Henry Cavill look that they probably would do for a movie Superman. I do hope that they do a bunch of figures for Zack Snyder's Justice League. They could. They could do a whole wave. Anyway, they could do 3 waves, actually, probably, if they wanted to. They definitely could. And they definitely should. Anyway, I really like these 3 guys. They look fun, they look exciting, and they are enjoyable. I've gotten some great poses out of them. Why am I not finicking around with them right now? It's too hard. Showing off kind of all 3 in their motions. But I'm definitely going to have a lot of photos on my Instagram, so if you want to go check out that, it's Rodimus122099. I'll probably leave a little doodad to it down below. Or I'll leave it in my channel thingy. The channel thingy. Yeah, that's what it's called. Anyway, join me tomorrow for a review of the Cyberpunk V figure, which I finally got. And as always, please subscribe. If you like this video, hit the little like button. I just uploaded Spider-Man stop motion this morning. Go check it out. Spider-Man Far From Home. It is a little bit different than what I usually do. But it is kind of just I don't want to say filler, but it is filler. I hated saying that, but it is. Anyway, I hope that you enjoy. I hope that you enjoyed this short review of these pretty great figures that I really liked. So yeah, if you did, comment below. Tell me if you got them or if you enjoy them. Or if you're not going to buy them because you are worried about them. Which you shouldn't be. They're really fun and exciting. Anyway, this has gone on way too long. Goodbye.